Change is scary. You know it. That promotion you've been eyeing, moving to a new city, or even starting a new hobby. It excites you and terrifies you. Most of us freeze at the thought of stepping into the unknown. We overthink, hesitate, and convince ourselves it's safer to stay where we are. But what if fear could become your guide instead of your enemy? What if the very thing holding you back could show you how to grow? In this story, you'll meet Yumi, a 32-year-old marketing manager stuck in her comfort zone, paralyzed by fear of failure and change. Through Aware, she learns to appreciate the fleeting nature of life's moments, and with Shoshin, the beginner's mind, she discovers how curiosity and small steps can overcome even the strongest fear. If you've ever felt stuck, anxious, or afraid of stepping forward, stay with me. By the end, you'll see how to face change with courage, curiosity, and calm confidence, one step at a time. Yumi stared at her laptop, the cursor blinking mockingly on the job application she had opened 3 days ago. She wanted the promotion, the new role that promised growth, challenges, and excitement, but every time she tried to click submit, a wave of fear stopped her. What if she failed? What if she regretted it? She wasn't lazy, and she wasn't unqualified. She was talented, hard-working, and respected by her peers. Yet somehow, the thought of leaving her comfort zone paralyzed her. Small decisions felt monumental. Even weekend trips alone or signing up for a short online course seemed like risks she couldn't take. Every opportunity was overshadowed by a quiet, persistent voice whispering, "Stay safe. Don't risk it." Days passed in the same pattern. Yumi would plan ambitious moves in the morning, only to find herself procrastinating by afternoon. Hours slipped away scrolling through articles, organizing notes she would never use, or worrying about what might go wrong. Tasks she once enjoyed, like brainstorming ideas or learning new skills, now felt heavy and uncertain. She was stuck, not because she lacked talent, but because her fear had woven a barrier around her life. One evening, as Yumi scrolled aimlessly through an article on mindfulness, she stumbled across a concept that caught her eye. Aware. The words resonated. The beauty of impermanence, the awareness that all things are fleeting. Every moment in life, every opportunity, every experience is valuable precisely because it passes. Yumi felt a flicker of hope. Maybe fear didn't have to stop her. Maybe she could embrace the transience of life to give herself permission to move. The next morning, she tried something small. Instead of overwhelming herself with all the decisions she had been avoiding, she chose one tiny action. She drafted a short email to a mentor she admired, simply asking for advice. Her heart raced, her palms sweated, but she hit send, and it didn't break her. In fact, she felt a small spark of relief, even pride. Encouraged, she took another small step. She signed up for a short online course she had been hesitant about for weeks. She didn't expect perfection or immediate mastery. She approached it with curiosity, asking herself, "What can I learn? What can I enjoy in this moment?" That tiny shift in perspective was Shoshin, the beginner's mind, letting go of judgment, embracing openness, and treating each challenge as a learning opportunity rather than a threat. Each small step built momentum. Applying for a minor new project at work, trying a new strategy in her marketing campaigns, even attending a networking event alone. All actions she would have shied away from a month ago. The fear didn't disappear, but it no longer held the power to freeze her in place. By the end of the first few weeks, Yumi could feel something shifting inside her. The combination of Aware, valuing the fleeting beauty of each moment, and Shoshin, approaching life with curiosity, gave her a framework to step forward. She wasn't rushing. She wasn't forcing change. She was moving one deliberate, intentional step at a time, and it felt freeing. 3 months after Yumi first stumbled upon Aware, her life faced its true test. A new opportunity appeared, a position she had dreamed of, one that would take her out of her current comfort zone entirely. The job required relocating to a new city and managing a team of strangers. Excitement and fear collided inside her chest. Her mind raced with all the what-ifs. What if she failed? What if she wasn't ready? What if she regretted leaving the familiar behind? This was her crisis catalyst, the moment where fear could have frozen her completely. She stared at the application page, her finger hovering over the submit button. Everything inside her screamed to stay safe, to retreat to the comfort of the known. But this time, she remembered no aware. Every opportunity, every fleeting moment of life was precious because it would pass. Waiting indefinitely, clinging to fear, meant losing the chance to grow. She took a deep breath and reminded herself that impermanence applied to fear too. It wasn't permanent, and neither were her doubts. Next, she leaned into Shoshin, the beginner's mind. She let go of the need to be perfect, of the pressure to know everything before starting. Instead, she approached the opportunity with curiosity. What can I learn from this? What experiences await me? What small step can I take right now? Her finger pressed submit. The wave of anxiety remained, but it no longer controlled her. The act of moving forward, despite fear, felt liberating. That single moment became the turning point. She realized that fear wasn't a wall. It was a guide, signaling growth and possibility. Over the following weeks, Yumi continued to apply Aware and Shoshin in every aspect of her life. She approached new challenges with curiosity instead of judgment. She treated mistakes as lessons rather than failures. She explored unknown projects, took weekend trips alone, and started a side passion project she had postponed for years. Each small action compounded, building confidence and resilience. She no longer measured her days by what she feared, but by what she embraced. Her life felt dynamic, flowing, and full of possibility. The fear still lingered occasionally, but it had lost its grip. She had transformed her relationship with change itself. 3 months later, Yumi settled into her new role, her side project underway, and a renewed sense of calm in her life. She looked back at the person who once froze at minor decisions and smiled. Aware had taught her to honor impermanence, to see the value in fleeting moments. Shoshin had taught her to meet each challenge with curiosity and openness, not judgment. Her life wasn't perfect. Challenges remained. Mistakes were inevitable. But now, she faced them with courage, calm, and curiosity. She had learned the art of embracing change, step by deliberate step. And if you've ever felt paralyzed by the unknown, remember this. Fear is not your enemy. It is a guide, signaling the edges of your comfort zone. By honoring the fleeting nature of life with Aware and approaching the unknown with Shoshin, you can step forward, one moment, one choice, one courageous action at a time. Your life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Start small. Embrace impermanence. Approach each challenge with curiosity, and watch as fear transforms into your greatest teacher.